Hi, it's Mark Szorady. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in. If this is your first visit, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a cartoonist and I'm also a computer Linux enthusiast. I also like to talk about Linux and operating systems and all things tech. This is my blog, georgetoon.com/blog, where you can read my comic strip and other features that I draw, and sometimes I also talk about obscure things like, here, converter boxes. And we just did a cookbook, some cartoonists and I, Toon Appetit. So please visit that and get your copy. It makes a great Christmas gift. And of course, here's some of my other features. I Knew That, and I draw another one called Double Take, and comic strip George, of course. Anyhow, the reason for this video is I just wanted to talk to you about something really neat for all you Chromebook users out there and people who like to use Chrome OS. Now, I'm a Linux user, and Linux is all community-based. It's all very free, and it's a great operating system to go with, especially if you're on a budget. But I like it because it's not Windows, it's not Mac. It's not dependent on hardware so much. You can use any PC hardware you want. It's very stable. It's very secure. It's virus-free. And it has all these great programs that come with it absolutely free. For instance, it has GIMP. Now, GIMP is the image editing program that I use to edit my comic features. Let me see if I've got something here recently that I can show you. Oh, here, I was just working on WordPile. So here is one of my comic creations here, WordPile, that I did in GIMP. Did the final editing and scanned the artwork in, laid it in, and laid it all out in GIMP. It's a really very powerful program, just like Photoshop. And it's available for Linux, Windows, and Mac, and that's the great thing. There's another program that a lot of people use called LibreOffice or OpenOffice. That's another variation of it. And this is a word processing program very much like Word. Microsoft Word files can be opened in this, and it's a very, very powerful word processing program. There are a lot of other programs in the Linux world that are absolutely free, very powerful, very easy to use, community designed and supported, which is why I like the Linux operating system. And again, all these programs are available on Linux, Windows, and Mac. When you install Linux, a lot of these programs just get installed by default. If they're not there, then you can go back to the repository and download them and install them in a snap, in seconds. With Windows and Mac, you have to go out to the web and locate them at various web download sites, but still very easy to do. The question is, what do you do if you have a Chromebook? Now, the Chrome OS is really neat. I like the whole idea of doing cloud computing. But for someone like me, not having these Linux programs available is kind of a deal breaker until now. And here's the really neat thing. There is a service out there called Rollapp. Now here's my Rollapp account here. Rollapp has taken all of these great programs like Scribus, OpenOffice, GIMP, Inkscape, File Roller. All of these programs are free on the Linux platform, and they've taken these programs and made them available for the Chrome OS and the Chromebook. I'm going to show you how that works. Here's how you do it. You would come up here to Apps and come over here to your web store. Click on that. Now, I've already installed some of these programs, so when I do a search for them, you're going to see that I've already installed them. We'll look for GIMP, and here it is right here, GIMP on Rollapp, and I've installed that. If you want to look for OpenOffice, let's look for that one. And again, here it is, already installed OpenOffice Writer on Rollapp. And of course, here's the Calc, which is the spreadsheet, Draw, which is their vector program. So all these programs are available right there in the Chrome OS on the Chromebook. Really, really neat to have those there. And once you have them installed, then it's just a matter of going up to your launcher, and we're going to open up GIMP. And you can launch it from either your menu here. Here I've got GIMP right here, and I'm going to launch GIMP. Now this is going up to a server in the cloud, and it's running it all cloud-based. And it's giving you GIMP right there on the Chrome OS. Now I'm running the Chrome browser here, which is the Chrome OS. So here it is. Now, because it's all cloud-based, you're saving all of your work in the cloud as well. You can tie these Rollapp applications like GIMP and Writer and so on to Google Drive, Dropbox, Box.com. That's really, really slick. So let's open something up here. I'm going to open up. Let's go right here, and you can see if I go to my home here, I got my box and Dropbox already linked. Let's go to Dropbox and see what we have there. Nothing there I want to get. Let's go to my box, and let's go to test. This was one I was working on. I'm going to open that up. Now again, this is over Wi-Fi and through the web, so a little bit of a lag in waiting for it. And here it is. This is pulled off of my cloud drive right here in GIMP in Rollapp, which is really, really cool. So now I can go ahead and I can change this any way I want to. I can change the mode to RGB, and if I want to, I can start adding color. Let's get some red for the hat here, and add some red stripes and some red gloves, and maybe some red there. So you can see that you can edit this right there in GIMP. And here it is. It's the free open source program available in Chromebook, right there in the Chrome OS. I was just amazed by this. This was terrific. Now this means that if I'm doing a project in GIMP on my Linux system and I want to maybe work on it later and I only have access to a Chromebook, as long as I save that file in the cloud to Dropbox or Google Drive or one of those services there, I can access it immediately. And not only can you access these programs from your Chromebook and Chrome OS, but also your mobile devices, like an Android device, like a smartphone or a tablet. That's really, really brilliant. Now you're saying that's terrific. Where's the catch? Well, okay, there is a little bit of a catch. When you come here to Rollapp, you create an account, and of course you can see here that I've linked Dropbox and my box to their cloud storage. I can link Google Drive, OneDrive, which is the Microsoft offering, and something called Yandex.disk. I'm really not familiar with them. And you can link those drives to have Rollapp open up those files in the programs that you've installed. Or you can actually open something up locally if you're working on a desktop or laptop, or say a USB drive that's plugged into your Chromebook. You can do that right here. Okay, but what's the catch? Well, the catch is you can only save files in the cloud, and there's a subscription fee in order to save those files. Rollapp will give you the first 14 days for free to save files and to look things over, but if you want to continue with it, well, then they have right up here a series of plans that you can look at. They have forever free, and as you can see right here, it's free for Chromebook, Windows, Mac, Linux, etc., Kindle, Fire, iPad, Android, and those kinds of things right here. And you can use all your cloud storage here. Save changes to cloud storage? Nope, it's not available with free, but it is with premium. And the premium is going to cost you something. It's $5.99 a month. Or you can go ahead and pay, I guess it's $72 a year, something like that. If you pay more, you'll get a discount. And then also there's premium for groups. So I know a lot of schools are using the Chromebook for the classroom. A lot of students have it. Maybe even a lot of college students have it. So if you got a Chromebook for Christmas, you get one for Christmas or your birthday or whatever, and you want to use these great, powerful, open source programs with it, well, then maybe a year subscription of $70 isn't going to be a whole lot. Especially, say, if you're a college student working on a paper and you want to use those programs because you're more comfortable with them, well, you can save it in the cloud, and if something happens to your device, you can always retrieve it using Rollapp. Now, I know there are all the alternatives out there. Google Docs and some other things the Google service offers absolutely free, where you can save and edit a document up there absolutely free. But this is an alternative. It might be a program that Writer or GIMP might be a program that you're more comfortable with. I'm just putting it out there. I think it's pretty neat. If I get a Chromebook down the road, I might consider paying it for a month to see how it works. And if not, well, I can always go back to Linux. Linux is really my primary operating system that I like to use, and I have it on my notebook and all my desktops. But if I did decide to get a Chromebook, it's nice to know that this is available for the Chromebook and the Chrome OS. If I really needed to use GIMP or some other Linux program while I was on the road. Well, if I really needed it and I was stuck in a pinch, I would pay the $6 for the month just to save the files and then download them when I got home, and I'd be all set. And then worry about the subscribing down the road if I ever got into that situation again. Anyhow, that's just a quick look at Rollapp, and I hope you liked the look at it. If you have a Chromebook, please check it out. And as I say, up to you if you want to go ahead with the subscription or not. Thanks again. Please subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate you coming along for the ride. I hope you found this informative, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks.